fortunate to come through the National Physique Committee and then get our pro status and then go into the IFBB and enabled us to have a lot of opportunity. That opportunity has enabled us to travel around the world, inspire millions of people, and collectively on this stage tonight, I hope you guys have been inspired to do a lot of awesome stuff. So I just want to say thank you all and give a round of applause for all the competitors, because those people have definitely been working extremely hard.
I tell you what, the 2016 Mr. Olympia is going to be one for the history books, a colossal battle of champions. Now, everybody's talking about Phil Heath and Kai Greene making peace. Apparently, Phil Heath called out Kai Greene at Body Power UK to get on stage and pose with him. I guess Kai didn't want to do that, and then Phil said, why don't you do it in September? Now, typically, something like that would have been very contentious, and it would have been in line with everything we've seen from these two, going back to the 2014 Mr. Olympia, where I think because of their shenanigans, mostly Kai's shenanigans, it was never aired on NBC as was promised. But later on, Kai Greene, who I believe only follows like 2 or 3 people on Instagram, followed Phil Heath, and instantaneously Phil Heath followed Kai Greene, and Louis Marco reported it, and it just went viral. And I think that's a good thing, because I think these guys have probably reached a position in their career where they realize, look, Phil Heath is going up for his 6th Mr. Olympia. He's flawless. He's basically unbeatable. Kai Greene, on the other hand, has won a bunch of Arnolds, taken a bunch of Olympia runner-ups. He's been in movies. He's got a podcast with a major network television station. He's doing real well for himself. Both of these guys are at the top of their game. I think that Phil has shown Kai some respect, and Kai in turn has showed Phil some respect. And really, when you're at that level, that's really all that it's about, is respect. And I think the fact that Phil asking Kai on stage at Body Power UK to do the Olympia, aside from being a little contentious, shows Kai, hey, listen, you know, I am the best in the world, but I want to be the best in the world competing against you. If I'm not beating you, maybe Phil doesn't quite feel like the best in the world, even though he is. I think it's just a certain level of respect that's very cool. Now, as far as Kai not signing his Olympia contract as of yet, I don't understand it. You know, I was thinking about making a video, like a message to Kai, Aaron, and PJ, but I don't know that it's Aaron and PJ's decision necessarily. By the way, I did bury the hatchet with Aaron Singerman at the IFBB Pittsburgh Pro, you know, and I also talked to PJ Braun a couple months ago at the Arnold, and, you know, it was time to bury the hatchet. You know, these guys are doing a lot of great things for the sport of bodybuilding. They have a great companies actually, you know, and whatever happened in the past, I'm willing to just sort of let go of that. You know what I mean? It's water under the bridge. But like I said, Aaron and PJ may not be able to tell Kai to do the competition, you know. Why Kai wouldn't want to do it, I don't understand. I mean, there's obviously a lot of money involved with the prize. There is exposure for the supplement company and for him. There's the fans. He's got thousands of fans at the arena and millions around the world watching on webcast. By the way, Digital Muscle did a phenomenal job at the Arnold, so whoever covers the Olympia, I hope they'll do just as good, if not better. Well, I don't know if they can do better, but just as good, because Digital Muscle is off the chain. And then on top of that, there's the magazines and the websites and the podcasts and the, you know, the writers. And to not do the Mr. Olympia, to me, is sort of ridiculous, really. And then, of course, there's the fact that if Kai does happen to beat Phil Heath, he will be the undisputed best bodybuilder in the world, as Phil Heath is right now, because the only title that makes you #1 in the world is the Mr. Olympia. So you could be like Dexter Jackson and win 5 Arnold Classics. Without a Mr. Olympia, you've never been the best. Now, Dexter has, of course, won the 2008 Mr. Olympia, so he has been the best at one point. And so I don't think that it's good for Kai's legacy. Also, Kai's getting up there in age. Kai's got to be at least 4 or 5 years older than Phil Heath. Phil is 36, going on his 6th Olympia. Kai Greene's got to be 40, maybe 41, I don't know. Now, of course, if anyone can be another Dexter Jackson, it's Kai Greene. If anyone can be 2nd place in the world at 45 years of age, it's Kai Greene. So it's not to say that if he doesn't do this Olympia that his career is over. It's just, I just don't understand why not do it. You know, and I don't want to talk about booths or bannings. There's a guy on Facebook or YouTube or whatever saying that Kai Greene was banned from the Olympia, which is nonsense. That he was banned from the Expo, nonsense. I mean, unless, of course, I've been lied to, but I don't think so, because I talked to probably like the top 1 or 2 guys, you know, that have a say, and nobody was banned. In fact, at the 11th hour, people were trying to get Kai on stage. So the idea that he was banned is like completely nonsensical. However, it's none of my business, and I'm not here to talk about booths or any of that. But I am here to talk about, you know, Kai Greene, Phil Heath making peace, which I think is great for bodybuilding. I really hope to see Kai Greene on that Olympia stage, not only for the competition, but for his own legacy, for his own brands. you know, for his sponsors. I mean, hey, if I'm sponsoring an athlete or I'm sponsoring a supplement line, you know what I mean, or I'm giving an athlete a supplement line and I'm investing in that supplement line alongside the athlete, I want the biggest ROI possible. And you're not going to do the biggest show on earth. You're not going to get the best ROI possible. But as far as Phil Heath, Kai Greene making peace, man, it's great for bodybuilding.